Russia launches record number of drones across Ukraine. Please subscribe and stay always one step ahead to receive global updates. Let's move on with the video. Russia launched a record 90 Shahed-type drones over Ukraine during the early hours of the new year, the Ukrainian Air Force said Monday, while Russia also reported Ukrainian attacks. A 15-year-old boy was killed and 7 people wounded after falling debris from one of 87 downed drones hit a residential building in the city of Odessa, the head of the region's military administration, Ola Kuiper, said. Debris also sparked a number of small fires, including at the city's port. In the western city of Lviv, Russian attacks severely damaged a museum dedicated to Roman Shukovich, a controversial Ukrainian nationalist and military commander who fought for Ukrainian independence during World War II. University buildings in the town of Dublini were also damaged, although no casualties were reported. Meanwhile, 4 people were killed and 13 more wounded following Ukrainian shelling on Russian-occupied areas of Donetsk, according to the area's Russian-installed leader, Denis Pushilin. Russian state media reported that a journalist was among the victims, but provided no further details. One person was also killed and another wounded in shelling on the Russian border town of Shebekino, Regional Governor Vyacheslav Gladkov said. The aerial strikes follow a series of heavy aerial bombardments that began on Friday. This story has been sourced from a third-party syndicated feed agencies. Midday accepts no responsibility or liability for its dependability, trustworthiness, reliability, and data of the text. Midday management/mid-day.com reserve the sole right to alter, delete, or remove, without notice, the content in its absolute discretion for any reason whatsoever. This paradigm shift in warfare strategy was first witnessed during the early 2000s, with the United States pioneering the use of armed drones in conflict zones. The success of these drones in achieving military objectives while minimizing human casualties rapidly captured the attention of military strategists worldwide. As a result, the use of drones in warfare has escalated, with countries investing heavily in developing advanced drone technology. The advantages are clear: increased precision, minimized risk to personnel, and the ability to penetrate territories that were previously inaccessible. However, this shift has not been without its drawbacks. The rise of drone warfare has sparked debates around ethical considerations and the risk of civilian casualties known as collateral damage. Furthermore, the potential for drones to fall into the wrong hands raises concerns about their misuse. As we move further into the era of digital warfare, the rules of engagement continue to change. The advent of drone technology has undeniably redefined the battlefield, and as we navigate through this new terrain, we are continually learning, adapting, and evolving. How has the Russia-Ukraine conflict exemplified the use of drones in warfare? This question takes us back to December 2022, when an incident near the Engels 2 military airfield in Russia marked a significant escalation in the use of drone technology in the ongoing conflict. A Ukrainian drone was shot down by Russian air defenses. The immediate fallout from this event was tragic, with 3 Russian servicemen losing their lives. This incident wasn't an isolated one, but rather a part of a growing trend of drone attacks in the region, highlighting the changing face of warfare. The city of Engels, home to the military airfield, had already witnessed an attempted drone attack earlier that month. While no civilian infrastructure was damaged in either incident, the presence of these unmanned aerial threats looming in the skies brought a new level of tension to the conflict. In response to these drone attacks, Russia took a page out of Iran's book, initiating the mass production of their own version of Iranian attack drones. Dubbed the Geran 2, these drones were single-use, packed with explosives, and chillingly nicknamed kamikaze drones. The production site, located in the Tatarstan region, was set to churn out 6,000 of these drones over the next 2 years. Adapted to better suit Russian needs, these drones represented a significant escalation in the conflict. However, their performance has been variable, with Ukraine successfully neutralizing the majority of them. The rise of drone attacks in the Russia-Ukraine conflict has brought up numerous concerns, from the ethical implications of such warfare to issues of export control and counter-diversion measures. The Russia-Ukraine conflict has become a stark demonstration of how drone warfare is playing out on a global stage. This conflict and the escalating role of drones within it is a sobering reminder of the evolving nature of warfare and the increasing prominence of unmanned aerial vehicles in modern conflicts. What happened in the early hours of the new year that set a new record in drone warfare? Imagine the first light of the new year dawn, not with fireworks, but with the buzzing of drones. That's what the Ukrainian Air Force woke up to, as Russia launched a record 90 Shahed-type drones over Ukraine. Shahed-type drones, also known as kamikaze drones, are single-use machines packed with explosives and programmed to dive-bomb their targets. This wasn't just a show of force, but a calculated attack. Russia had been mass-producing these drones for some time, adapting them from the Iranian Shahed drones to better suit their needs. This adaptation had been a mixed bag, with the UK's Ministry of Defence noting that the performance of these Russian-produced drones had been, in their words, variable. But despite that, the sheer number of drones launched that day was unprecedented. The Ukrainian Air Force, which had been dealing with these drone attacks for some time, was quick to respond. They had been successful in neutralizing the majority of these attacks in the past. The details of their response to this particular attack are still classified, but it's safe to say that their experience and preparedness were put to the test like never before. Meanwhile, Russia reported Ukrainian attacks as well. The nature of these attacks and their impact is not clear, but it's a reminder that this conflict isn't one-sided. Both nations have been engaged in this high-tech warfare, with the stakes and tensions rising with each passing day. This unprecedented attack marks a significant escalation in the use of drone warfare. The record-breaking attack serves as a stark reminder of the changing face of conflict and the increasing role of technology in warfare. The dawn of the new year brought with it a new record in drone warfare, setting the stage for what could be a defining year in the Russia-Ukraine conflict. What does the future hold for drone warfare? That's the million-dollar question on everybody's lips. As we've seen from the escalating conflict between Russia and Ukraine, drones are becoming an increasingly integral part of modern warfare. But what are the implications of this shift? Firstly, there's the issue of escalation. With the ease and relative safety of deploying drones, nations may be more inclined to use force. After all, if you can strike your enemy without risking your own soldiers, wouldn't you be more likely to do so? This could potentially lead to an increase in conflict and a destabilization of international relations. Then, there's the ethical considerations. Unlike human soldiers, drones are emotionless machines. They don't feel fear, empathy, or remorse. They simply execute orders. This detachment from the human cost of warfare could desensitize us to the horror of conflict. It's a chilling thought, isn't it? But it's not all doom and gloom. Drones also have the potential to make warfare more precise, reducing collateral damage and civilian casualties. In fact, we've seen evidence of this in the Russia-Ukraine conflict, where the majority of drone attacks have targeted military installations rather than civilian infrastructure. But the question remains, how do we regulate drone warfare? International law has yet to catch up with this new reality of warfare. We need robust, enforceable legislation to ensure that drones are used responsibly and ethically. Without this, we risk entering a new era of uncontrolled and uncontrollable warfare. As we continue to push the boundaries of technology and warfare, we must also grapple with the ethical and legal implications. This isn't just about winning battles, it's about preserving our humanity in the face of technological advancement. Because at the end of the day, it's not the drones that wage war, it's us. What have we learned about the state of drone warfare today? We've traced the evolution of drone warfare from its inception to its current state of sophistication. We've delved into the Russia-Ukraine conflict, where drones have taken center stage, transforming the scope and strategy of warfare. We've uncovered the chilling details of the record-breaking New Year's attack, where Russia launched a staggering 90 Shahed-type drones over Ukraine in the early hours of the new year, and we've speculated on the future implications of drone warfare, a future that while uncertain, is undeniably shaped by the relentless march of technology. These unmanned aerial vehicles are not just changing the face of conflict, but are also challenging our preconceptions of what warfare can and should be. As the landscape of warfare continues to evolve, so too must our understanding and approach to it.